Welcome to Oklahoma High School girls basketball on this Saturday. Snow Saturday. Coach, what's up, Coach V?
Staying warm.
Man, Coach, man, it's got a little snow on the ground. Called tournaments, man, bro. And all my weekend, Coach took Friday off. I was gonna be at tournaments, man. But I get to talk high school girls basketball. I feel like it's been forever since me and you got together. But I had to change some things around. I had to go in one of my other rooms because you know, Coach, you know about the dungeon. People that they ain't never been on the show don't know about the dungeon. The dungeon either gets too hot or it gets too cold. It's
like Oklahoma weather.
Yeah, so like Oklahoma weather. Wife gave me permission to come in the house and hang out in the house, so I feel like I'm big time today. Got my little room. So when you have 5 kids and they all move out, you got plenty of room. So, Coach, I'm in one of my rooms today. Like I said, get a chance to talk high school girls basketball, man. We'll have a special guest, the outstanding ball player over at Dale City. They balling. She had a real big game against Grind Prep, and we'll talk about that. But, Coach, it's good to hear from you. I know you've been busy, and I've been busy. I feel like we're running around with our heads cut off like some chickens. Yep. But we're back. You know, we're gonna do a couple shows this week and try to get caught back up. A lot of things going on. Teams winning, teams losing. Tournaments getting canceled. So we got a lot to talk about. But we got plenty of days because we snowed in, folks. Gary England and Bobby England and Bobby Payne and Joe Payne and Timmy Payne and every other Payne told you it's gonna snow and it's gonna be on top of your house. They lied to you. They wanted you to go out and buy all the groceries. Crest is happy. Walmart's happy. Big Lot, Save a Lot, and any other a lot is happy because you listened to them fools and went out and bought a bunch of stuff. And now, guess what? Monday you'll be back at work. So, but we'll talk to.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
Come on, Coach. Ain't no snow on the ground. You can drive down I-40.
That was round 1, brother. Round 1.
Coach, there you go. So you one of those believers, man. You probably believe in Cinderella too, don't you, Coach?
Hey, I'll tell you what. Now, my younger days, I'd be out there making a snowman. Right now, you get all negative.
Nah, Coach, man. I'm gonna tell you, Coach. It's
all right. You got a grandchildren. You be out there in that snow, rolling up that snowball next to you. Watch. And I'm gonna be sitting in my room looking at you, going, "Mm-hmm."
Man, my daughter did some crazy stuff last night. She stayed with her brother and sister, and I saw her jump out in the snow. And you know, part of me is like, man, what are you doing? And then my wife's like, well, it might have helped her. You know, it's like going to one of those ice baths. And I was like, what? You know, she also can be sick next week. We got a couple big games coming up. So you don't look at, I look at the sports side. She's looking at being a kid and having fun. Man, you want some snow, go down to Brahms and get you some ice cream or whatever and eat it. And we call it good, Coach.
Whatever. Papa, I want a snowman.
You ain't gonna catch Papa out there building no snowman. I had to go get the trash cans from the curb yesterday, man. I was freezing, so you ain't gonna catch Papa out there. I'm gonna tell you that now. It ain't happening.
I wait.
Hey, Coach, you know, if she start asking some crazy questions like that, she's gonna get this. She's gonna get the whistle blown on her. She gotta go. You gotta go back home. But, Coach, like I said, what else going on? I know, like I said, you had a lot going on with your tournaments. Ended up getting canceled. I know you lost a tough heartbreaker the other night, man. And I know, you know, as a coach, man, you hate to lose those, but you learn from losing. I tell people that all the time. You know, you lost to a team, Weatherford. That's a good team. Had a big-time transfer move in from Duncan that came over. So, I mean, you get one player, Coach, it can change the team around. A team that wasn't the playoff team is probably going to make it to the playoffs this year. So, it happens, Coach. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good tournament. I mean, you know, kind of just not knowing what's going to happen, you know, up in the air day to day. Are we going to play, not going to play, you know? And then we didn't get a day of practice. You know, I mean, we played Tuesday, and then we played Wednesday, played Thursday. I mean, so it is what it is, and you move forward. And it's a big week for us because of the ranking situation. It's the last rankings, but, you know, you got to roll with it and just play ball.
No, Coach, I mean, like you said, man, I know 4A and 3A and all those classes are totally different from everybody else as far as when it starts getting to the rankings and stuff like that. You know, you want to be in a good spot, you know, and in the you know, 5A and 6A is totally different. They got districts and you want to win your district so you can host the first and second round. So I know, you know, we got some big district games coming up this Tuesday night. If weather permitting, it's going to go to Guyman. Then you have the big one showdown, the 15th and post rival. With that school they call Midwest City, and you know, Carl Albert take off. But you know, we don't get to play Dale City, but we got Dale City's one of their top players on the phone phone with us today, on the show with us today, and we'll get a chance to talk to Miss Morgan about the season they're having right now. They're having an incredible season. I know they got a couple losses, but every loss they got against a top-notch team, they're not losing to none of the Winnie the Pooh teams. So I know she's happy in her junior year. I mean, lighting it up, shooting great ball. But there's a lot of great basketball going on right now, man. Just everybody right now is fighting for seeding. I don't care if it's 5A, 6A in their district, or is it 4A going by the ranking. So you have a lot of teams fighting for one to get in the tournament, because I'm getting more educated about this. This I know about wrestling tournaments and brackets and stuff like that. When I start getting into high school girls basketball, I'm getting educated on it, because if you lose the first one, you're out, right? You don't get to go to the next.
Out of here, you're home.
And that can be tough, though, man. Especially this time of the year with the weather going on. I know a lot of teams this past week had a lot of girls out sick and hurt and beat up and stuff like that. So this is what you get in the month of January, February. You got the flu season. It's coming on, and one of your star players can go down with the flu and can't play. So everybody had that. Coach, you had that the other night. You're supposed to play North Rock Creek, had a few girls down sick, so you guys had to kind of reschedule the game. I know Shawnee was out, one of their top players the other night, and they played Newer City. So a lot of girls is getting beat up. But real quick before we bring on Ms. Morgan, I want to give a shout out to Audrey Plunkett. A 4-year player over at Colorado High School, signed to go play college basketball at the next level. What's the name of the school again, Coach? Help me.
Washburn.
She signed and committed to go play at Washburn. So congratulations to her. On Friday night, she hit a big-time milestone, going over 1,000 points, hitting 1,000 points. She's over 1,000 now. She had a good game on Friday, but going over 1,000 points, I know that means a lot to her. I think her grandmother just passed away. So keep the family and thoughts and with you. And I know that was big for her to go out and do that for her grandmother. So, but like I said, big time shout out to her. I saw a side of her Friday, folks. Played great ball, did a little bit of everything, inside, outside. So I know she had made a interview with one of our guys, and she had talked about, this is off her chest now. So I think, anybody that knows you're trying to get a record and stuff like that, it can be a distraction a little bit, but I think she's got it off her chest. Now I think, I think some teams would shoot have kept it on her chest, because right now I think it's all about let's go. It's go time. So big shout out to that. But we'll talk a little bit more about that stuff. But I know we got Ms. Morgan. I know she's ready to check in at the table to come join us, the one and only Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines, the best show in town, folks. I don't care about what them other ones say. We the best in town. They just sitting around the barbershop talking. We talking real stuff right here. But let's check Ms. Morgan in. Coming into the show, we're gonna buzz her in like Coach White does when she she sits down for a second to get a drink. Coach White says, "Girl, get back in the game and hit me a couple threes." Here we go. Yes, sir. Miss Morgan, you finally joined us. Folks, she stood us up for show choir, but we understand because she got a beautiful voice. So we're going to put you on the spot real quick. We want just like a 10-second give us a little bit of what you got on that voice. Let me
clear the pipes up.
Let me hear something.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm getting a little sick. It's a little cold.
Give her the butter. Give her the butter.
Well, thank you for joining us on this snowy day. I know you guys wasn't in the tournament this weekend, right?
No, our last tournament was the Bartlesville tournament.
You guys took care of business that tournament. Who'd you end up playing the prep team?
Yes.
And they beat y'all last year, right? And so, you was there last year too. They beat you guys last year, and you played them twice. And but you guys come back and get revenge. And I mean, I tell you right now, Del City might be one of the hottest teams in Class 5A, 6A that's playing great basketball. I mean, Coach White is not shying away from any competition. You guys just had Grind Prep just the other night. One of the top-notch teams, had some of the top-notch players in the state. One of the top 100 players. And Deandra, that's gonna, ESPN got her ranked in the top 100. But you guys got a chance to go head-to-head with her, and you had a pretty good game. What, 22 points?
24.
Oh, my fault, Coach. Oh, Coach.
Correction.
Correct me. Here we go. I don't know if the kids say clock it, tick it, whatever y'all say. I don't know. I mean, I'm learning it. I'm learning a new language. I have a 15-year-old daughter, so I get to learn a language. But 24, congratulations on that. That's pretty cool. That's big time. But so tell us a little bit how the season's going, because I know losing Parrish, is a big hit to the team. But I feel like you guys ain't missed a beat, and that's what happens when you guys got a good team like that. everybody comes together and everybody picks up the slack that Paris is lost, but you guys ain't missed a beat at all. So tell us a little bit about yourself and about the team.
I feel like as a team, we've been doing pretty good. Like, cause yes, losing Paris, like that really hurt. Like that was a big hit. But I feel like we've adjusted pretty well. Everybody's been doing pretty good playing their role. I feel like me personally, I think I've been doing a lot better too since I was last year. I mean, everybody knows I could shoot, and I be getting face guarded a lot too. But I still I think I've been doing better being able to get my shots and create my shots. And as a team, overall, like the chemistry is there, everything is there, and we've been doing pretty good.
No. Like I said, you guys have played some tough games, man. You haven't shut down. I mean, I know you guys played a team early in the year as kickoff. I think was it over at Millwood. I think you guys had a team come over. I don't know if it was at Millwood or Douglas, one of the schools. Y'all had a team come over from. Was it from Texas?
Yes, we played Legion Prep at Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas. So, that starts you guys' season off. I think you guys lost by 10 points, but it was a kickoff to y'all season. And, and that's what I'm saying. You guys lost to Newcastle, which you guys had to lead in that game. I know you guys are kicking yourself still because you should have walked away with that game at home. Kind of fell apart. And, I mean, even the first half, you didn't have your best shooting half. Second half, you got hot and started knocking down some shots. And like I said, I mean, just kind of, you guys had like a 2-minute just breakdown and, they got back in the game, which, it's going to be you two fighting for that district championship here in a few weeks. I know you just got to playing Bishop McGinnis and knocking them off. So you guys are doing really good things, man. Like I said, Coach White has done, a lot with this team. And, this is a team that, she's built and had these girls, I know a couple girls moved out, but sometimes move outs don't hurt the team and helps the team because just sometimes the chemistry just don't mix. But I think, you coming back home, I know you was over at Classen at first, right? Then you came back at home. So what's it been like coming back home though?
It's been like a very different environment, like coming from Classen. But I feel like our team chemistry is better than what it was when I was at Classen. Like I feel like we play more team ball, and overall, yeah, I think it's been a lot better.
Coach Vick?
Well, you say you've been face guard, so I'm gonna get funny and kind of personal with it here. Have you ever just said, "Here's a tic tac," like, please, quit breathing on me as a face guard because your breath is kind of like like that. So I mean, so what really bothers you the most about being face guarded? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, like help a sister out. Like here you go. Here's some gum or something. I mean, you're gonna guard me all night. At least breathe peppermint in my mouth. I mean.
Well, next time girls gonna face guard you, just put onions under your shoes in your uniform.
Well, hey, don't be lying. Like an old football guy be like, hey, don't take a bath today. I want you to smell pretty bad, so no one want to guard you.
She need to go get a bag of onions and put them in a plastic bag and tape it to her and pin it to her uniform. Yeah. And that poor girl will be trying to like, Coach, I don't want to guard her, Coach. I don't want to guard her. So what's it like being face guarded though? I mean, it has to be a lot of respect though,
Frustrating too.
It is very frustrating at times. I just don't like when they try to grab your jersey. That's probably the most frustrating thing.
You know what? I don't know. I think that's just part of the game now, man. I was watching some basketball yesterday and you got girls grabbing jerseys. I went and watched Midway City and UConn play, and those girls are grabbing each other's jerseys. I just think that's part of the game now, man. It's just trying to slow you down. When you're good, I tell kids all the time, the best thing, the way to learn somebody is kind of watch film, and you can't just watch it 1 or 2 times. You got to study them because you might put a different crossover over. You might do something totally different. So what do you do to get off face guarding? What's something that you do to get yourself away from that person?
I just be trying to move a lot to tire them out a little bit and then catch them when they sleeping. And sometimes my teammates also set me screens.
I was going to say, you don't have Tori, you don't have Big Tori set you a screen. You'll lay somebody out. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody set that screen, man. I mean, that's when those bigs come in handy. I know you're a big time player. You're a big time post player. She kind of tweaked her ankle. She doing okay. I know Coach White is probably tired of some of her girls getting these little nicks and knacks, especially going into the month of February. You want everybody on board. So how's the team looking so far, as far as health-wise?
We'll just say we're recovering because we do have a few players out because of their health.
Hey, all right.
But she should be back, for the big rematch game next Friday.
So next Friday is gonna be you and Newcastle?
Yes.
Yeah, next Friday gonna be popping. You got
Man,
Colorado.
telling you what, a lot of gyms. Man, where do you go next Friday?
There you go now, man. I mean, I still think River City and Colorado draw a big crowd. I know Newcastle will. I know a lot of people went to that game, so a lot of people's going to probably come see that first war of Colorado and Mirror City. Both teams undefeated in the district. The winner can get the upper hand, but Del City's like, wait a minute, we want some of that too. We want some of them Bombers. We want some of them Titans. They want some of that. They say, yeah, we'll wait to catch you in the first and second round. We'll get y'all though, but that's good that everybody's getting healthy. I know McAllister's been playing really good ball right now. I know she had a big game the other night with you, and then Sasha. I think Sasha's playing lights out. I think Sasha right now, if you had to probably say who's the best player in 5A basketball that's playing really good, it's been Sasha night in and night out. This young lady, I know she's kind of changed herself around, and she's been nothing but a ball player this season, and it's kind of helped you guys, man. I think that's why you guys are sitting where you're at. Everybody's getting along. Everybody's doing a great thing. So, like, a big shout out to Sasha. But how your recruiting going though?
It's been going pretty good. I've been getting a few emails and letters in the mail. So yeah.
So who's some of the teams that's looking at you? I know RU, and I know they are.
It's been a few. I mean, God willing, hopefully I'll be posting something soon so that I can be a surprise for everyone. Okay. But yeah.
That's good. That's good. I mean, hard work works hard. I mean, pays off, and that's something that you're doing. Your shot and all that. What is something in your game that you want to work on to get yourself better going into your junior year, though? What is something that you wanted to work on that you felt like, hey, man, I got to get better at this for me to play at the next level and just to be a better high school basketball player?
The one thing I want to do, because I shoot a lot of threes, but I definitely want to start incorporating a lot more mid-range shots.
That's it.
I feel like a lot of the high level and best players have that mid-range game. So I want to make sure I have that too.
No, that's good. I mean, that's a good deal. How's your defense and rebounding and all that? I mean, how you feel about that part of your game?
These last couple of games, my defense has been pretty good. And rebounding, I do good rebounding on defensively, but I could crash more a little on offense. I'll say that.
A little bit more. Coach V always teaches me, man, and something I've learned and kind of put it in my daughter's head too is fill up the stat sheet, because you scored 24 points, but if that girl across from you scored 26, she still beat you. So, but if you held that girl to 12 points and you scored 15, but you had 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and then you had 5 assists, you fill up the stat sheet. It's not all about scoring. I know everybody loves to score, and the crowd goes crazy when you hit a 3 or when you do the spectacular move. One thing that I see I think it's funny is that when you watch all these kids that train, boys and girls, nobody ever talks about defense. They're all shooting. I know defense is part of the game, man. I think defense helps you get recruited just as much as offense. But V said, Connecticut's Coach Hurley don't care about defense, but at the end of the day, I think defense wants, because you can put a player out there that's just a defensive mind player and help you win the game if she's shutting their top scorer down. So defense does play a big part. So I know something that you wanted to work on, and like you said, with your rebounding, but whoever gets you is going to get a big time player, a young lady that can shoot the ball, and also just a great attitude. That goes a long way. Just a great teammate. Everybody wants to play with good teammates. Nobody wants to play a negative Nancy.
How do you prepare for a game? I mean, you say you got a big game coming up, and you're moving to a collegiate level. Are you already breaking down film and watching who you're guarding? And I mean, how trying to take it to the next level of preparation. I can see by your game, you talk about this summer that you got better because you're gonna get ran off 3-point line. If I'm guarding you, your feet are set. We're gonna run you off 3-point line. That's where your mid-range game that you need to work on that you talk about comes in, because you're going to get ran off the line, but you got to find that sweet spot to pull up. Otherwise, the 6'3's down there waiting to block your shot. So, but as far as game preparation, what are you doing now as you're getting ready for Friday's game?
Personally, I like to watch film throughout the week, especially the night before the game. And then if we have like long rides to where we're going, I'll also watch film like on the bus ride.
Very nice. Very nice.
How much training do you do during the week? Do you have a specific trainer that you go to? Do you get shots up by yourself? So, I mean, what's your training like?
I train on Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes I'll stay after practice and get up shots too.
So, who you training with? Do you train, a family member, or you got a coach, or you got a friend, or who's your specific trainer that you work with daily or weekly?
I train with Coach Wayne Sutton. He coaches at Classen Middle School. That was my middle school coach.
Okay.
And then I train with AJ sometimes too.
Oh, Hawkins. Okay. AJ, yeah. So are you going back to Unity this year for AU basketball, or are you going somewhere else? Oh, I mean, I know everybody's on the move. People's going to Southern Ties, Southern Franks, and you got legends here. Everybody, put together teams, and I know sometimes everybody want to go get these girls, and you want to make this all-star team. So I didn't know, I know you was going to try to go play for Legends or not, or if you stay there at AJ. I know he does a good job with his program and the girls he have, and I think they even got what's the new one, Coach? Southern what?
Southern Ties.
Southern Ties. I know they're putting something out. They're going to be the Pro 16s or whatever it's called. So it's just so many things out now, So I know you only got a couple years left to play. So I know you want to get on the circuit where you want, you can get seen, but you're getting recruited, from what you do already. So your name's out there, so that's good. I guess just continue doing what you're doing, and something's going to fall in your lap.
Well, what do you want to major in? We talk about college now, so what do we want to major in? Do we have an idea yet?
Yes. It's out of nursing and then criminal injustice.
That's it. That's
nice.
That's a good job. I mean, I got a guy that's leaving me if he's getting to the police field or Job Corps and making good money. He's gonna make real good money. He got his degree, so he's gonna make really, really good money carrying a gun on his hip. So wish him the best of luck.
I got 5 former players that are nurses, and one of them does really, really well.
Nurse is good. Nurse is good. You got to have.
How much she works? I think she just walks around now.
You got to have nursing, Coach. You got to have nursing. I mean, baby deliveries and whatever else, take your temperature. So a lot of people got to have nursing. Well, Miss Morgan, like I said, what do you do for fun though? When you're not got the basketball dribbling and shooting, what's a fun day in your life?
Well, if we're not playing, I like to go watch other big games, or I just like to hang out with my friends.
So I'm gonna ask you this question though, since you like to watch games. If you was not playing Newcastle this Friday night, what game would you be at?
I would be at the Carl Romeo City game.
Question number 2. What side would you sit on?
Ooh, right in the middle, underneath the goal.
Probably the Midwest City side.
Say that one more time.
Probably the Midwest City side.
You heard her. You had to repeat it twice.
Just one more time. One more time. Why would you sit on the Midwest City side? Midwest City and Del City don't even like each other. So why would you sit on the Midwest City side?
Well, I have a few friends on Midwest City.
Oh, so you ain't got no friends with Kyle Albert? They too bougie for you?
I wouldn't say that.
They were Lululemon.
I would sit right there underneath the goal. I sit like right behind the goal, like right in the middle down the help line. I'm sitting on the help line. I'm sitting on the help line. Like Coach taught me, I'm gonna sit on the help line. One foot's going on this side of the help line, one side on that help line. I'm sitting right there in the middle.
She said, I'm sitting on the River City side. I love it. So what's your favorite food then? I'm gonna say spaghetti.
I like mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Just plain or anything in it?
Homemade mac and cheese?
Yes.
That's good stuff. So who's your best friend?
I'll say Chrissy. She goes to Shawnee.
Shawnee, okay. Does she play basketball?
Yes.
What number is she?
I think she's number 5.
Man,
that's your best friend. That's your best friend.
Your best friend. Christy, Christy, we gotta give you this. Christy, she's not your friend. So you know your number.
She's number 5.
Go get a picture. Let me see it. Show me a picture of Chrissy at number 5.
Oh gosh.
At least I hope she's number 5.
I hope she's number 5.
Well, they haven't posted their media day pictures, so.
Season's over. What did their coach doing? They haven't posted their media day. We're in the second half of the season. Chrissy, we'll believe you. Chrissy's number 5. We'll believe you. Chrissy's number 5.
We'll believe you. Number 5. We got you.
Did she start?
Yes.
Okay. Who she play ball for? AU.
I think she's still deciding.
She's still deciding. That's good stuff. She said mac and cheese, and Chrissy is her best friend, and she thinks her number is 5.
Yeah.
Number 5. I'm not sure.
What's on your playlist? You getting ready to go? I know you got that bus ride. So what do you listen to on the bus ride?
It's a mix. I listen to Drake.
Okay. What's Drake's? What's your favorite song from Drake?
My best friend's Christy.
Redemption.
Feeling away. Why would I tell you I'm 30 away if I'm not on the way? Why do I settle for women that force me to pick up the pieces? Why do I want a woman to feel like she needs me? I lost my way.
Who's your best friend? Look at number 5.
So tell me this though, for the young listeners out there, the young ladies that's coming up from Dell City, middle school. What's your social media like? Are you active on your social media? Are you active more on Twitter? Are you active more on Instagram or TikTok? Which one?
I'm more active on Twitter.
Twitter, that's good. A lot of these girls put a lot of stuff on TikTok. You don't get recruited from TikTok. You get recruited from Twitter and a little bit of Instagram, but I don't see a lot of college coaches on Instagram. But Twitter, you can get to their page and see what's going on. I know you got a little bit active on Instagram, but Twitter, where it's at, a lot of these kids don't do it. And so they wonder why they don't get recruited. They think it's a coach's job to get them recruited. But, Coach White has played at the highest level, so she knows what to do to get you guys recruited and get schools to come in. So that's good having a coach that can do that. But for the most part, though, I still think it relies on the student and then his parents to do a lot of it, because like I said, if Coach White was to get another job and then, she's gone next year, then you're still here going to your senior year. Coach White's not going to, she might do a little bit because, he was one of her players, but for the most part, she's going to be taking care of the next team. So that's why I try to tell kids all the time, yes, Coach Vick and all the coaches will help you to a certain point, but it's your job to go out there and try to get in, teen camps and stuff like that. I know last year you went to a couple of teen camps, right?
Yes.
I mean, like elite camps. Like, did you go to ORU or Tulsa? Where'd you go? Which one did you go to?
I went to the Jackson State camp, the Little Rock camp, and I don't know. I feel like I went to another one, but I can't.
I thought you went to ORU. I thought you went to their camp. I might be wrong.
No, I didn't go.
So what's it like going to the camps? So what's it like? What do you do? Are the girls in there super more athletic than you, super taller? Or what separates most girls in those camps?
They're usually a little taller, but I feel like I can play with anybody. So
it's just a different mindset because when you go to those elite camps, Tony, and I think there's always been a couple of them. You don't want to be selfish, but yet you got to show your skill set too. And
You're
so,
exactly right.
In the team ball concept, I may kick it out to the shooter, but in elite camp, I always just tell my kids one thing. I'm gonna share one thing with you on elite camps. Never take the ball out because you'll never get it down the floor before they shoot it. That's my only advice on elite camp. Yeah. You take the ball out, not me, because by the time you take the ball out and you cross half court, someone's already jacked it up.
Well, Coach, you talk about those things, but don't they do a lot of individual drills that they can see you too and see what you can do? Or is it you think the scrimmaging is the most part that they're looking at?
No. I think the drill set. I mean, I think if I was watching Ms. Morgan shoot, I want to see the footwork. I'm going to follow release, see how fast her shot is. Okay. Is it contested? Is she ready to shoot? And how she does coming off the getting ran off the 3-point line, because that's what people are going to do. They're going to run her off 3-point line. We talk about height and the collegiate level. Can she get that sweet spot? I just say if you're coming off the wing, can you pull up at the elbow? And then when you get at the elbow, can you read help defense and drop it down to go from a shot to change your speed and get back to a punch to a layup. Yeah. I think those are things that I would look for on the offensive end. And then also ball handling. I mean, she's not. I don't think she's a point guard, but she's guard enough to oriented to help me get from point A to point B and maybe C. And she's going to need to run some ball handling at her height at the next level because I've got a point guard, but I also need a 2 or 3 guard.
Yeah, they can help
ball. And those are the things I would look at. Up and down, I'm going to know Miss Morgan's a shooter. She's spotted up on the wing. And I know in elite camps or pickup games, people are going to look her off. Hey, I see you, girl, but I'm going to get mine, And so I got to find that things with within the skill set. And that comes from a player that plays as a team-oriented program that understands that tonight's my girl's open, so I'm going to hit my girl right now. I'm going to get mine later on in the game. And that's what I would look for in those elite camps. And I think with Miss Morgan, that would be the same thing. I'd probably focus on the skill set stuff because she's a shooter. And, kids in elite camps, man, they're like pickup bodies. You're open, you're over there clapping, and they're like, you're going to go 1 or 3. And
you're not getting the ball back.
Finger roll, all that stuff, you're over there open. But a college coach knows that, what? My player that I got in college, she's better hit that girl or she's going to come out.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what I would look for with Miss Morgan. And I've seen her do that. She moves without the ball. That's a good thing about a shooter is
yes, sir.
The ball.
Yes, sir.
She doesn't stand in one spot. She moves without the ball and changes her angles and stuff like that. And I've seen her play. So she's a young lady you have to find. She's not just standing in a corner, just waiting for it to come to her. You turn your back on her. She's either cutting back door for a layup or she's spotted up somewhere else. And so I think her team does a good job finding her. And she's got a nice, smooth stroke. So that's why she's one of the top shooters in the state.
That's big time, Like I said, she's out there putting that work in. But like I said, when you go to these camps, you can't go in there nervous because, like I said, you only get maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to get a chance to get some shots up. But like I said, it's good that you're doing that. So tell me this. I know season's almost winding down. What is on the plate for Dell City girls basketball? I know with Coach White and like I said, you guys are playing outstanding basketball. But what is the model that you guys are going to each game? All 10, 11 of you guys going to each game. What is something that you guys tell each other each night in and night out?
Well, Coach White always tells us, just take it one game at a time. But we all know the ultimate goal is to, in the end, win state. But we just, tell each other, we're all we have. That's all we need. Because sometimes, even our boys team be ragging on us, telling us we just going to lose, But we all just tell each other, we're all we got. We know what we can do. So, yeah.
No, you talk about, going to state, like I said, you guys have already played Newcastle, you played Bishop McGinnis. If you had your way, if you could say, hey, this is who we want to play in the state championship, who would you pick?
Carl Albert.
Yeah, outside.
Go ahead, say it. Say, I want you, Tony.
You said who?
Albert.
Yeah, go ahead, say, Tony, I want you, Carl Albert.
Why you want to play Carl Albert?
Why? Well, to me, it's either Carl Albert and then Midwest City because we haven't got to play them yet. But Carl Albert because I feel like we didn't get to play them last year.
Hey, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I wasn't there.
She's saying Carl Albert because she has no friends on Carl Albert.
Yeah, she don't have no friends. Girl, I'm mad at you. I thought me and you was cool.
But yeah, probably because I want to play Midwest City too, but yeah, probably Carl Albert because I haven't got to play them before.
The deal with the other side of the state, I know people talk about Carl Albert, talk about Midwest City, they talk about Dell City. Bishop McGinnis is one of those teams talked about. But as good teams on the other side of the state, you got Durant, you got Booker T, still a good team, still very athletic. So you gotta go play the game. This is the problem that you have right now is you start getting those little nicks and bits, little bruises on you, then you start getting girls get sick. So the biggest thing I tell each coach what they should give each girl on their team is a goodie bag with NyQuil and Tylenol and Ace Wrap and all that stuff to keep them healthy and keep them in a bowl because so they won't get hurt. But like I said, there's a lot of great basketball out there. I think Dell City is one of the top teams. I picked them at the beginning of the year. Coach could tell you I picked them to go to state.
Yeah.
I don't, everybody wants to match up at Dell City and Newcastle. I'm gonna keep it, 100, even though the show's not 100. It's the other show, but I don't know if it'll happen that way. I just think that, you guys played each other twice and, something's gonna happen. It's always a Cinderella. That's why, I think I asked Coach, earlier, you believe in Cinderella because there's always going to be somebody that's not supposed to be there is going to get there because this is the way it is. Everybody didn't think Errol Rena was going to do it. And Jennifer Douglas found a way after she'd been beat twice last year by Carl Albert. I think Dell City is fortunate to get there, and I think they will get there because you guys got there last year and you guys tasted. You got beat up a little bit. You didn't play at 100%. Now this year you're in that house and you get to shoot on those rims, and now I feel it. Last year you couldn't really push off on your leg that good. You could tell you were still hurt. You had the brace on. So I think now you're going to get a Miss Morgan that's 100% and ready to go. So that's why I think this Del City team is so dangerous because everybody wants it. Sasha's playing at her best, man. I saw a video of Sasha the other day, man, and she just it was like she was just dancing on people. And nobody wants that right now because her mindset is straight like, hey, I got one mission, and that's to get the gold ball. And that's what Sasha's on. And guess what? Everybody's behind her. So I think Del City is still a dangerous team because you guys got shooters. You and Sasha can light it up. McAllister can get to the hole. She's quick. She plays great defense. Corey has stepped in for Paris and done a great job. What's your big's name? What's her name?
Sanaya.
Sanaya is a force inside. Like I said, you had a 13-point lead on Newcastle and going into the fourth quarter, and you guys end up losing. So now you're looking at a team that could be undefeated in district. You lost some games outside of district, but now it's time to play. You guys are playing great ball. Coach White didn't go put you against Grind Prep to say, oh, she put you against Grind Prep because she wanted you guys to get that fight. And that's what she's doing. She's putting y'all at the highest level. We've already been in these big ball games. We're not going to panic. You play some great teams. You just beat a great team in the Bartlesville tournament. You beat some 6A teams. You knocked off Mustang, a team that was in the state champion last year. Knocked them off. Knocked off Owasso, a team that's going to be in the state. It's going to be in state this year. So you guys are beating 6A teams. You're beating 5A teams. You're beating 4A, 3A. Whoever they throw at you, you guys are beating. So I think Del City is on the mission. Coach White's on the mission. So even though my baby over at CA, I still got to get that love to DC, though, because you guys are doing y'all's thing. And I'm just keeping it real. It's y'all's year, and not taking back from nobody else, but this is y'all's year, though. I really, truly believe that. Coach V, anything else?
No, I'm a fan. Like I said, I'm a fan of Miss Morgan. I like watching her play. I like watching her shoot, and I like what Del City does. They do, like you said, they have balance all the way through. They have good guard play, and they missed Miss Paris, and who I thought had a really, really improved summer. I thought she was probably one of my top kids that most improved this summer. But championship teams find a way. That's what happens. They find a way. Next man up mentality, and Coach White does a good job of having that, and that shows that the next man has stepped up in the post player and has taken that. You've got seniors that have stepped up this year, and so Del City is that team. I think that when we talk about the end of the year, could be holding that gold ball. There's a long ways to go, but this team is hungry and they got everything there. So good luck this season. I hope to see you at the new house and in the championship game, and just keep doing your thing.
No, that's the only thing you can do is keep doing your thing, man. Like I said, you guys got a lot going for you right now, man. I think you guys, like I said, one of the hottest teams in 5A girls basketball, But, I tell people all the time, you got to go play the game, man. Ain't nobody handing nobody no trophy. You never know what's going to happen. Look at this week. It's supposed to be a great weekend. A lot of high school girls basketball the last term before they get ready for state, and nobody really got to finish the tournament. Most people got a couple games in, which is good. But now I got to ask you before we let you go, though. So, it's two things I'm going to need you to do. I want you to just tell people to like and subscribe. And the first one, though, I want you to do is what is y'all's practice plan? What has Coach White told y'all? If we don't have school Monday, we don't have school Tuesday, what are we going to do to get shots up and get ready for Newcastle for Friday night? If she ain't sitting on the game plan, she going to have to run in the snow.
No, I definitely just, if you have a ball at home, maybe going in the garage or just doing air shots, just the little stuff, doing push-ups, jump rope.
Okay. That's it.
Ms. Morgan got a Nerf goal in the living room, and she's shooting from the kitchen. Working on that form, working on that range.
Coach, I'm gonna believe that 100% because the way the range she got, man, she got that Kaylin Clark range, and Right now, she's feeling good, man. Put up 24, like folks. She corrected me earlier when you were watching the show. She corrected me. She didn't have 22. She had 24 against Grind Prep, a team that they had a great game against. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Coach White, so I love what she does over there, man, and what she does with the girls basketball. This is a lady that's lost some games, is taking some beats, but every good person, always good things happen to them, and that's what's happening to her. I mean, she got a great team. Even though they might lose a couple girls in Sasha next year, but they're still going to have a lot of girls coming back. So don't think that Delsey's going to be one and done, folks. They got something coming. When you win, people always want to move in. When you win, people move in. But hey, before we let you go, though, we need you to tell everybody, give them thumbs up, and we want you to be the highest person we ever had on the show. Our highest we've had is 350. We want you to beat that. So tell all your friends in Shawnee, tell all your friends at Miller City that you're gonna cheer for and sit on their side if you was going to the game, to get on here and like and subscribe and watch your episode on Oklahoma High School girls basketball with my man Coach V and myself TJ, and tell them best show in town. We ain't at the barbershop. We ain't at Dunkin' Donuts. We right here giving it to you live, folks. Even though we got some clean cut, I got my hat on because I thought I looked kind of a little handsome in my hat, so I had to put my hat on to keep my ball. All
right, LL. Okay, LL.
Okay, right, my fault, because I was getting excited. I got you. But what we need to do, I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now. We need to tell everybody to like and subscribe to Oklahoma High School girls basketball. Say it.
Like and subscribe to Oklahoma High School girls basketball.
Hey, give us some thumbs up. Even though her best friend is number 5 and she don't know her name or her number, hey, we still love you. Well, Miss Morgan, good luck to you. Just come Friday night. Go take care of Newcastle. This is a big-time game. This is a game you guys got to have in the bag, because if you get this game, the guys are tied up at 1-1, then you got to go take care of business against, Bishop McGinnis, and you still got Altus, and then there's a lot of MacArthur. I think you got them again, a team that's, the dangerous that can beat anybody any given night. But like I said, we want to thank you for coming on the show. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. Get them push-ups in and get that ball handling and them shots up, okay?
Yes, thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you. But, folks, that's the outstanding shooting guard for over at Dell City, Miss Morgan. I'll tell you right now, if you was to put her in the three-point contest and you had her on your team's probably going to win. But like I said, this young lady is looking for big things. Like I said earlier, she got hurt, Coach, last year going into state. Knee was kind of banged up a little bit. You see right now, she shoot lights out. You go put up 24 points against Grind Prep. And like I said, I was corrected. She put up 24, not 22, but that's still a big night, Coach. That's big time. So, she's a player that if you get the chance to watch her play, folks, she's always got a smile on her face. Mom is really nice and happy, good people. But I just tell you right now, these are the type of people we're going to have on the show. She's not cocky. She's not arrogant. She just want to find a way to get better each time she plays the game.
Yeah, coaches, get a chance. Check this young lady out. I got a chance to visit her and her mom at YFAC last summer, and great people, great student. You can see she's involved in choir and her other activities. So
I'm mad, Coach. Sing for us. I think she's mad because I think she knew I had a better voice than her, Coach. She knew I would have broken down. Good.
I didn't want to.
I love you. I'm in love with you, Coach. Yeah, that's Milli Vanilli, Coach. That's lip singing.
You lip singing now. Come on, LL. You got to do better than that. But again, she's a young lady. I think that coaches are getting to know, and she's gonna have a great summer, and she's gonna have a great season. And again, if you're looking for a shooter, she already talked about it. Willingness to change her game, willing to work on it. She knows she's gonna be ran off the line, work on her mid range. You throw that mid range game in next year in a complete season. I'm telling you, watch out. It's probably 18, 20 points a game. Easy.
Coach, I'll tell you like this. She talked about, the things she has to do to get better. Like you talked about the mid-range stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, she's going to get offers, ORU's talk to her. She's at Little Rock camp. I wanted to ask about Jackson. I think, did she say Jackson State? I think that'd be pretty – I'm from Mississippi, so I think that'd be a real cool campus to be at. Mm-hmm. But she's gonna get offers, folks. When you can do the things she's doing, she went playing against one of the top players in the state of Oklahoma, and then what's her name? The young lady at
Minor.
Played against her. So there's people that's watched that game or got film of that game, and so they got to see her. And that's sometimes how it is, man. Is you're that diamond in the rough, and so come to watch somebody else and they see you, so then you get on their radar. And then this is what it happens. One coach says, man, there's this young lady over at Dell City that can shoot lights out. So, I can't take her, but hey, man, this is something that you're looking for. Coaches do that. So, she's going to get her opportunity to go play at the next level, Division I, Division II, Power 4. I don't know, but she's going to get an opportunity to go play because, one, she loves the game. And, when you love the game, there's so many colleges out there, you're going to get a chance. And, folks, it's not to the point that if you go D2 or you go smaller, that you can't go D1 in the year or two. You look at the Ole Miss quarterback. He won a Division II national championship as a quarterback. Then he took his talents over to Ole Miss, and he's 30 seconds away from winning having a chance to go play in a national championship against Indiana. But like I said, it happens. Sometimes you can start at a D2 and finish up at a D1. Now they kind of have that 5-year rule. You got 5 years, to get it done. So I don't know if Division I is going to be like that. No, Division II is going to be like that. So, she'll get her opportunities to go play at the next level and do the things that she needs to do. Coach, anything else before we get out of here, though? I know.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. But
if
folks,
we go out there making those snowmans and don't drink and don't eat the yellow snow. Just don't do that, okay?
That's it. Well, folks, I know we'll get back on here and do another show. We got to get caught back up. We might have a coach on here next, but we want to have these young ladies. We're supposed to have her on the night that they played Newcastle. We ended up having Miss King on, but she had a show choir that she had to take care of. That comes before us, and it's a school event, so we understand that 100%. But I think we did good.
Does it really? Because I didn't hear no voice. Does it really?
Nah, Coach. I don't think she really can sing, Coach. I think she pulling out. I don't know, Coach. I think she kind of playing with us. She gotta send me some video or something, Coach. I think I have it to the point that I was going. She did a good job. It was kind of like her.
Got hurt. I got stood up for choir and I didn't hear no voice.
Coach, I was gonna have her if she would have sung on this show. I was gonna send this to Americans Got Talent. What's the one where they buzz you in and they spin around the chair? What's that one?
Yeah, I don't know. America Got Talent or something. I mean,
the one they buzz you in and you spin around, and Luke Bryan was on it at one time, and whoever was on it, but I don't know the name of it. But them songs that you singing and they like you.
The voice,
yeah. So we had her set up, and she didn't even know it, Coach. We was gonna be her agent, and if she would have said something and broke it down. She had a.
Well, Luke, tell him that. Never mind. Call Luke. Call him.
I had Luke. Luke was right here, ready to listen. He was right here, Coach. Had him in my back pocket.
I'll call Legend. Tell Legend. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll call John.
Legend. We had him, but hey, she didn't want to sing for it. That's okay. But folks, we appreciate you. You know what time it is when you hear this. It's time for me and the coach to bow the Well, folks, we appreciate you checking out another great show, Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines. Mr. Barnes, I'm giving you a shout out. I was coming your way today, but the snow made me stay home. Good luck to you and your daughter going into the playoffs, Coach Mr. Barnes. Keep doing your thing up there. We appreciate you watching and keeping up with Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball. Tell us what's going on that side of state, because we can't get out there. But when we do, I'm coming to see you. Hey, we'll catch you next time on Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines with my man, Coach Vick, and myself, T. We out.
We'd like to thank the following sponsors: Above the Line Hoops, Prep Girl Hoops, Keep It 100, and for the latest in high school girls basketball action, check out the podcast on YouTube at Oklahoma High School